Okay, I think we appear to be going live. Hello, everyone. Let's see what we've got going here. Have we got anyone with us at the moment? I don't seem to have anyone with us. Okay, well.
That's all right. It takes a couple minutes.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Let me try this again.
Is everything okay, honey?
Testing.
Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and get in here because I see people already, honey.
You do?
Yes, I do. Right there. The counter.
Oh, 4 people. Okay, right. Well, that wasn't doing anything. All right. Now, for some unknown reason, the format of the StreamYard broadcast has changed, so that used to show up. All the comments used to show up before we went.
Oh live, yeah.
Now they won't show up.
The technology changed. We see you now. We can see you. It's just there's a delay. Apparently, the software has put a delay in place, and it was kind of throwing Nigel off. Don't worry about it, honey.
All right.
We've got friends.
Okay, so we've got Shelly. Hello, Shelly. Hello, Tony.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Shelly.
Picture. And Wendy. Hello, Wendy in the UK.
Hi, Wendy.
And it's just a little bit ready to go out and it popped up on my phone. I can pretend I'm not listening. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you. Yes, hi, Tony. Excellent. Right, good stuff. Okay, so we got a bit weirdness going here.
Well, that's all right, honey. Just keep pushing through it. You got it.
All right. Well, trying.
That's right. Trying. Just don't fixate on the technical glitches. Just keep on rolling.
Well, it wouldn't be.
I'm patting his butt again because it's a nice butt.
I was gonna say it wouldn't be a CysterWigs broadcast without some sort of technical.
I know that should not be something we announce every time, though. We wanna get past that point at some point, honey.
All right. Well, anyway, shameless self-promotion achieved.
How are we promoting ourselves? We're saying we're like a technological black hole.
No, you're the ringmaster at CysterWigs, and here Kitty, and I'm the amazing reptile boy.
Oh, we're being very subtle about it today. Yes, we sell wigs. I'm wearing one. I'm gonna put some makeup on because
we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, I'm a little pale, but yeah, definitely.
Okay, so just so in case you're not familiar with us, our live streams. On Saturdays, we have some alcoholic beverages. We try to keep it light as possible. We have a bit of fun, bit of chat, just to unwind after a week, sort of thing. So some of the comments might be a bit not safe for work or anything like that. So just so you're adequately warned. And as for comments, who else we got?
Did you tell them what I'm wearing? You might as well just tell them that up front.
All right.
Yeah.
Here. Right. Heather is wearing the prototype for Crawford in red. Let me hang on.
It's Ravens and Roses are.
Yeah, I need to correct the spelling mistake.
He's got it. Anyway, I'm gonna let you know. So this is the Ravens and Roses are on Crawford. I'm making prototypes still. I mean, this is one of those things where I'm still going through the creative process, even though literally I'm kind of waiting until I have the funds to place more buys. But, it is what it is when you're a small business, right? But I wanted to show you what this prototype looked like so you can see what Crawford looks like in a not purple color, because I showed this off in Love Potion R, I believe. And this is a more familiar, quote unquote, like normal color. And I thought that it'd be worthwhile to show it to you. Yeah, I think it looks really pretty.
I do like that color.
Yeah. And the thing is, this prototype hasn't been washed or styled, so it's a little stiff feeling, because I'm pretty sure in the factory they did that to the fibers on purpose. So if you wash it, it'll soften it up. But if you don't see a lot of movement from it, that's why. It's a literal prototype. I didn't want to do much to fuss with it. I just kind of wanted to show it off and see what you thought.
Good stuff. Okay, we got some comments here. Shelley said, my phone said this content may be inappropriate. Do you want to continue? So, lol, I said, yes, continue.
Did you check the box saying this is for 18 or older or something?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
I made sure it said not for kids.
Right. Oh, but, we're such bad influences.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Shauna. Hi.
Hi, Shauna.
Faith says hi. How's everyone? Hi, Faith.
I'm doing all right. How are you doing, Nigel?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there. Ava says hi, Heather and Nigel, and hi right back to Ava.
Hello.
Jamie says hi, everyone.
Hi, Jamie.
Shauna says lovely as ever.
Thank you. I'm gonna put some eye makeup on. I figured since you guys enjoyed that last week, I'm gonna do a little bit here. I already got a little bit of a prototype of a wing going, but I'm gonna flesh that out a little bit more when I'm done with my eyeshadow. So eyeshadow today, by the way, is gonna be this Theory 6 palette from Viseart, and this is the Absinthe palette. I haven't played with this yet, so it's a virgin palette.
Absinthe.
But it's all kinds of greens, real fun. So
White.
Yeah, thought it'd go pretty with this hair color.
I think it would, yeah.
Yeah, plus green's his favorite color, and it's the color of my eyes, so it's kind of hard to go wrong with it.
Yeah. Sarah says, hello, you two. Hello, right back at you, Sarah. John says, howdy, y'all. John checking in.
Hey, John.
Stacy says, prototypes sound fun. Yeah, there you go.
They are fun. I just wish I could make more of them. But yeah, it's a fun process for sure.
Well, Faith says it's very pretty.
Thank you.
Well, we're getting
it's really comfortable.
We're working on that. We got a couple more prototypes arrived this weekend. Earlier this week. I'm gonna photograph them by the time the weekend is up. We'll see where it goes from there.
Oh, and I did get notice that the shipment that will have Roxanne and River in it, which I know some people are really, really excited about. Those are going to probably come around like late April, early May. So we will let you know as soon as those are ready to rock and roll. We already, like I mentioned many times, have a warehouse full of wigs that we need to get listed to the website. John and I are still working internally. If any of you have ever, worked for a company, which I think most people have, you know firsthand that sometimes these big projects take time, and there are a lot of little steps you got to conquer before you can get through to the big ones. And that's the stage we're kind of in right now. We've completely shifted focus from just selling name brand wigs and just taking all that creative stuff for granted to doing it for ourselves, which is really fun. It's very rewarding, but it's a lot more stuff to do. And I think that we're still trying to adjust to that challenge, but it's something that's a work in progress. So we're still moving forward with that shipment with Roxanne and River because I want them very badly.
Would you say that CysterWigs are doing it for ourselves?
Yes.
Musically?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Why, do you feel like singing that?
No, I don't. And I don't think anyone else would feel like me singing that either. No, I'm terrible voice for singing.
He's got a lovely voice for speaking, though.
Oh yeah. Can't sing to save my life though. Tony laughing. Joan says hi, Shelley.
Already got a little bit of primer on, so I'm just gonna go right in with the shadow. And I think I'm just gonna go all shimmers because I'm crazy and I like that. Until I do my contour, and then I might use this matte color. But I'm gonna do this sparkly guy right here.
It's not showing up on the camera.
This one. And I'm going in with the Sonia G Worker Pro to lay it down. Go ahead, honey.
That's okay. Yeah. All righty. Joan says hi, Heather and Nigel. Hello, Joan.
Hello.
That's a cute doggy.
Oh wait, I gotta see the dog.
Oh. Okay. I'll go back.
You can't put a good boy or girl on the screen. Oh, cutie, without me wanting to see it.
Stacy says hi, wonderful people. Hi, right back at you.
Hi, Stacy.
Deborah says hello, guys. Hi, Deborah. Carla says hi, beautiful people. Hi, right back at you. Kelly says hi again. The inappropriate warning is new. First time I ever got that. Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah, was that on Facebook or YouTube?
I'm not sure.
I wonder if somebody who because we've got trolls and stuff that come and hang out here just to like hate on it and like flag it for inappropriateness and stuff. And I wonder if that might have been a factor.
Or it might have been when I was setting it up. I accidentally clicked on something I didn't notice.
We'll have to look into it, honey.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Yeah.
But let's see. Shauna says I'm at work, so. Heather's a genius. I'm in love with Vaughn. It's the hair I always wanted. I have 2 that came today and can't wait. Thank you so much for all you do. Well, that's great, isn't it?
Yes, thank you very much.
Excellent.
That's so kind. I'm glad you like Vaughn. Vaughn's a really nice one. And I'm trying to make some more straight ones like that. I don't want you to think that they're all going to be curled. Because I like Vaughn a lot, too. It's very flattering.
All righty. Sean. Oh, I did that one already. It moved. All right, okay. Liz says hi, all. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Looking good in that photo. Would love a Vaughn in a red color, says Shelley. No, that's an idea.
Definitely.
That's something to consider.
Well, write down suggestions as they come in if you have an opportunity.
Yeah, I've got a notepad function here. I can do that.
Oh, it'd be better if it was just pen and paper, honey.
All right.
Get into live stream mode. We're on now.
In red. There we go. Done. Easy. Right. Love Crawford in one of my colors, R and R. Well, there you go, Liz.
Thank you.
That's what it will look like.
Has it just been me, or is everybody else feeling kind of like weird? Like, I feel very weird because I'll wait. I'll let you get this comment in, and then I want to monologue for a second.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Charlotte. We've got a new.
You look very cool with that purple hair.
Yes.
I love it.
And Cheryl agrees. So excellent. Okay.
Very cool.
Right, you were saying,
but like, I've been feeling so weird because of all the stuff that's been going on in the world.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that at all, Nigel. Please don't take us on one of those tangents.
No, not right.
But I literally do not feel normal. Like, it just feels like everything's been so stressful that I just feel like I didn't get enough sleep or something, even though I did. You know, it's like kind of hard to define. It's like a general mental malaise. And I feel like that's why I put on extra jewelry, why I need to go extra big with my makeup today, why I'm wearing kind of a big wig, and why I want to wear something new. It's like whenever I feel like that, I don't know, are you like this, Nigel? Like, when I feel like this, I feel like dressing up sometimes really helps. You know, because I mean, the impulse is to like just stay. I almost did this live stream in my pajamas, for real. And he can vouch for this. I stayed in my pajamas until about maybe 5:20. And I felt like just laying there, like, look. And I was like, you know what? No. You know, we're going to make this work anyway. I'm going to put on a big wig, some sparkly stuff, crazy eye makeup. We'll have some fun. And Nigel put together an excellent live stream for tonight. I have no idea what's going into it. So he set this up entirely by himself. That's why I want you to stop being so critical of yourself.
All right. Fair
like, you know, we've been into this for almost 12 minutes, and, you know, mistakes happen, honey. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. And you're flying solo. I mean, at least with the setup. I mean, come on, give yourself some credit. You're doing a great job.
Right.
I mean, don't you guys think so? But he set up a game for us to play because that's going to be something that's a little bit more fun, I think, and more interactive, kind of get us out of that headspace. Because if you guys are feeling it like I am, or, you know, even if you're there adjacent, I think that a little bit of party games and woos will help.
Yeah. I tried looking up various games that people can play on Zoom and all that, and a lot of them are required equipment or a lot of planning, and we just didn't have that. So I found this, and we'll get to that in a moment, and I hope everyone has fun with it. Let's see. Let's take a few more comments before we go. Kim says, I almost stopped the car for sister to get it out so I could make it here.
That's dedication.
Shauna says, Royal Velvet is absolutely beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Barbara says, thanks for the sale last weekend, by the way. Ordered a Charisma and can't wait to get it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And just so you know, we are running a continuous coupon at this point until further notice. We'll announce it when we turn it off. And this is the sort of thing where many people who are in our affiliate program, because I want to make sure that at all times, I'm very, very sensitive to the fact that Hair Kitty Kitty has an affiliate program. And many of you are actually in here watching this video, and you're very dedicated viewers. And I want to be respectful of that. So does Nigel. And actually, so does John. Like, all three of us want to make sure that when we're running sales, it's not something that's like competitive against the affiliates. You know what I mean? Because that would be super counterproductive for all involved. And we actually talked to them. I did a great deal of polling with them, and they can vouch for this, like in January and like early February, just asking them opinions. And most of them expressed that they would not mind if I just ran a coupon, generated sales, got buzz up, as long as they could still get commission for the referral. And they can. Make sure, though, that you check out. If you don't know who any of them are, they'll let you know. And I'm happy to have them let you know in our chat, as long as, you know, they don't try to run over the conversation that we're having on screen. Totally fine to let them know they're an affiliate. But if you want to maybe get turned on to somebody else once in a while and you know, see a new face, get a new perspective, they're a really great place to start. You can find all of them on the main profile page of this YouTube channel. They're right underneath my YouTube channel, so you can see who they are. As we add more, we will add them to that list. And they all have links, like referral links. So make sure that you use those links to go to the website anytime you use a coupon. They also have coupon codes, so it makes it a little bit more foolproof if you use their coupon code instead of mine. So these are the rules I've told them. These are the same guidelines I want to tell you, because if you want to help support new and upcoming YouTube channels who talk about, not just my products, but products all over the wig world, because they don't have to be exclusive to me. I think that they're a really great place to start. They're allies of our store, and they all have coupons, which is great. I also have a coupon though. So I'm saying this in a very long-winded way because the coupon for us is Social 30. If you use Social 30, you can get 30% off. But just know, if you go to one of those affiliates channels first, use their link to come to the store, they will still get credit for that commission, even if you use my coupon. So make sure that if you want to support them, it doesn't cost you anything extra to do it, and you get to watch a wig video in the process. It's a pretty sweet deal. But sorry I was so painstaking in explaining it, but just in case any of you are nerds like me and want to know how this stuff actually functions, that's how it rolls. So I did a lot of talking. I will let you do more talking, and I will do more makeup.
All right, I'll take a few more comments then.
Thank you.
Faith says, I recently got my Ambrose 10-inch in 2 colors, and I love that length. Excellent.
Yay.
That's great to hear.
That's such a playful length, too. The way that it kind of flips out. I love it.
Cheryl says, this color is one I want you to create. And Heather, I have made a note of which
yes.
color it is.
Take pictures from all sides. And if you know what the name of the wig is, let me know. Because, I might order one and just kind of check it out. I might have to modify it slightly because I never like to carbon copy if I can get away with it. But
I've made a note of the color.
I can definitely get some very close inspiration from that. Yes.
Liz says she's had nightmares for the first time in years.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And I've been doom scrolling. I know I shouldn't be doing that, but I just keep doom scrolling. It's like I can't pry the phone out of my hand. So I want to thank you guys for giving us something to focus on other than, terror. Yeah. Crazy stuff in the world.
On the upside, Tina says, hola, y'all. Just got back from getting my hair cut.
Hi,
excellent.
Tina.
How you doing? Shauna says, I feel crazy and weird every day. So do I. All righty. Let's see. Down here. Heather looks beautiful, says Joan. And I agree every day. Jamie says, love being an affiliate. Christine says, hello. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Christine. And I'm so glad that you were enjoying it, Jamie. That's very cool. Yes, Jamie is one of our affiliates. Check her out.
And yes, Cheryl, we will. We've made a note if you want to send us some pictures from various angles, and let us know what model of wig that is.
If you know, or if you know the color names.
I've got the color name.
Oh, cool.
I've already written it down already. Made a note.
I love crazy colors.
Yeah.
In fact, I was just talking to one of my coworkers. She's so rad. She's completely dope. She has like a wolf haircut, like a Miley Cyrus mullet kind of haircut, and it's like neon green.
Is that Kendra? I think it's someone else.
No. I don't want to disclose who it is because you don't know this person, and I didn't get their permission to disclose their identity.
Right. Okay.
But cool haircut. And so, have you ever been drawn to something like that? Like something that's literally like neon? It doesn't necessarily have to be lime green, but if you like lime green, or if you like neon colors, or if you like that wolf haircut. I know all those things are a little edgy for most medical wig wearers, but I kind of love them. I think they look fierce on the right people.
Oh yeah. Billy says, good evening. I love the wig you're wearing tonight, Heather.
Thank you.
It's the name and this color is scrolling down on the bottom there, Billy. So if you like it, take note, and if all goes well, might be able to order soon sometime.
Well,
we'll see.
Probably fall.
We'll see.
Yeah. Because we are not producing this one yet.
I'm kind of liking British Milk Tea 4.0. And,
that's a Beltress color, I believe.
Yeah. I see.
I have not seen that one yet. I've actually kind of, it's like all consuming to do this part of things with the time I've got. So I kind of let other people at CysterWigs handle the name brand suppliers at this point.
Well, one of my favorite memes I've seen in the last decade or so is they've taken the portrait of the old 1983 Filmation He-Man cartoon and superimposed it on a cup of tea. And there's no color gradation between the tea and He-Man. It says real tea is the color of He-Man. Tony asks, how do I see others' comments? Well, Tony, the best thing to do if you can is to get on YouTube. YouTube is where all the comments show up. This is mainly if you're just watching it, that's fine.
I mean, the only two channels I believe that we broadcast this on where you can comment are Facebook, where you're coming from, and also on the CysterWigs After Dark channel on YouTube. Used to be CysterWigs too.
Yeah. All right. Kristen says, hi, Heather and Nigel and John and everyone. Hi, Kristen.
Hi, Kristen.
Watching affiliates videos mean getting to know your wig friends better. I enjoy it.
Yay!
Yes, Stacey.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
The shag is coming back, baby. I had to do the voice. You understand?
I think they look kind of cool on the right people. Sometimes I look, because I have such a wide heart-shaped face, they don't always look that good on me because they're a little bit too voluminous in all the places I don't need a wig to be voluminous. But then again, so is Felix, and I still think Felix looks cute on me. So it depends on the cut and where the poofiness goes. If it's like literally right here, probably not great for me.
We do have a bit of a Mary Elizabeth Winstead vibe going.
Aw,
anyway,
I love you so very, very much.
Christine says, you're right. This is a great diversion from all the ickies happening.
Yes. Thank you for backing me up on that.
Joan says, where do we send pictures from all angles? Okay, well, that would be, we'll get
Moon Kitty Mix-Up's a pretty safe space to do it.
Yeah, Moon Kitty Mix-Up.
And then other people can see it too. I mean, if it's a wig that we don't carry, then email's the best way to do it. Which would just be support@hairkittykitty.com or support@CysterWigs.com. They both route to similar places, so we'll get it either way.
Yeah, I was gonna put that at the end of the.
Yeah.
No worries. Tina says, I painted the ceiling in my kitchen lime green with a sponge and it got in my hair.
I bet it still kind of look cool though. I bet she could pull off lime green. Lime green is hard for me. I look better in like pine greens, forest greens. Oh, this might be a little bit too dense of a brush for what I'm trying to currently do. That is going to be a mess. This is too big of a brush for doing a tiny, tiny bit of my corner here. So
no worries. Aurelia says, well, let's be honest, the 4 I just got from you are so fun. Loving them, and BMT is a Beltress color, yes.
That's what I thought. I'll have to check that out.
All right. Barbara says, Heather, is it annoying if you're asked, do you make a wig like fill in the blank, or do you see it as an opportunity?
It's an opportunity, though. Again, like I said earlier, I always want to try to change it a little because I still do business with some of these companies, and I don't want them to feel like I'm just plagiarizing their work. Though, I mean, that is something that is rampant throughout this industry. That's why so many wigs look like what was the one that we kept talking about where it was like the Kona type wigs, like Kona from Beltress, where they're like curly and short. I even made a few, like I made one called Cora and another one called Daphne, and they've got a similar vibe. It's just trends, you know? So I want to make sure that I'm reflecting trends, which is like a little bit of gray area, but that it's not like the exact same wig. Yeah. So like the cap construction will be different, the fiber will be different, or the color itself will be a different composition.
Because let's be honest, while we're spilling tea all over the place here,
oh no.
The various wig companies do plagiarize each other just outright. If you like a style,
I don't know. Let's be careful what we say in that regard.
I'm not naming specific names though.
It's still
but
everybody knows.
They do copy each other.
Everybody knows. And
they
so but it's for the reason I just described, you know. One of my neighbor's car alarms is going off.
Oh, cool. Car alarm. Hooray.
Hopefully they get that. But no, I think it's just a matter of, honey, it's not like they're going out of their way to plagiarize. Like that's inferring too much. I think it's like literally that it's just trends, you know, like trendy stuff or popular stuff. Because I mean, I've done a little of that too. Like I've been very candid about the fact that some of my colors are very, very inspired by things from like the BBSS market because they don't make medical wigs. right?
What's more, those are frequently from colors that have been discontinued.
They've been discontinued in a lot of cases,
anymore.
or they're not in certain kinds of cuts, colors, or cuts or styles.
Yeah.
You know, but in almost all cases, they're not medical wigs, and so even in those cases, I modify, you know, like how long the root is or something like that. Like there's always a little bit of a difference. Like Love Potion is inspired by, I want to say, it's not. I don't think it's Sensational. I can't remember, but it's one of those BBSS brands. It had a really, really pretty color, but you know, the root was really long. The root was a different color than what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be a slightly softer color. And yeah, I mean, it's just different. And mine's also not heat friendly. Yeah. So that's a difference too. So little tweaks here or there to kind of differentiate. So that way, you know, if you're a collector and you like both, you can justify getting both if you can afford them both, right? Because they're both bringing something a little bit different to the table.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Aurelia says, oops, why doesn't that click? There you go. I'm loving what you're wearing.
Thank you.
And Kelly says, hello, Nigel and Heather. Hi.
Hi, Kelly.
What is that stunning hair? Scrolling along the bottom of here. It's the prototype for Crawford in Ravens and Roses R. And Ava says, I love neons. Hairs, clothes, drinks.
Yes. Yes.
Penny says, hello, you both look gorgeous. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll be watching the full thing later as I'm making chicken pot pie.
Ooh.
Yeah, kids, my chicken pot pie.
That sounds very good. Very comforting.
Facebook lover. Facebook user says, love Crawford. Sorry, your name isn't showing up on
Facebook
here,
lover.
Well, you know, using Facebook, so it must be a Facebook lover. Apologies, but your name didn't show up. So.
I don't know if there are many people left that genuinely love Facebook. It's just the you know, the one they're most comfortable with.
Honestly, if it weren't for the fact that I use it to keep in touch with friends and family all over the globe, I would have dumped it years ago.
Yeah.
And today they've decided, oh, I know. We've had all the useful stuff up along the top of the screen, so now we're just going to move it all to the left and put it in a different order. Today. This happened today. Like between when I woke up.
What is this? Facebook?
Facebook. Yeah. They had a certain page set up with all the good stuff, all the important links you need at the top of the screen. And now they've moved them all to the left of the screen and changed the order they're in, and it's a pain in the ass.
You're adorable when you're ranty, you know.
Really says, even with copying, you still have fibers and colors to differentiate.
That's right.
Exactly correct.
That's right.
And Barbara says that's an established business model. If something is selling, make your own version of it.
That's right. I don't think that there's anything really nefarious about it, because I mean, everybody in this industry knows, and I've disclosed this here, like you can't copyright a hair color.
Yeah.
You know, that's why Guy Tang on the internet, on Instagram, he watermarks everything, though real slyly. He like nests it in there really neatly. But it's because you can't copyright a color.
Let's see here. Wendy says, was the Barbie Dreams wig you showed a couple of weeks ago, was it Piper?
Do you remember?
I can't remember, I'm afraid. Barbie Dreams. No, it's not coming to you, I'm afraid. We'll have to go back and check that, I'm afraid. And finally, Tina says, is Crawford named after Cindy?
I just thought it was a cool name. I mean, honestly, I'm actually a very hardcore old time movie buff. So it doesn't look like a Joan Crawford wig, but you know, I like the name. I wish there was like some kind of deep backstory to it. But sometimes when you're inventing a bunch of different prototypes, I'm just like, here's a list of names. What does this feel like? Does this feel like a Crawford? Does this feel like a Felix? You know, so I just keep collecting names that sound cool. And then if it feels like, yeah, I could see that. Like that's the character's name that I'm playing today. Like, then I give it that name.
And Barbara says, I feel your pain, Nigel. As someone with low vision, I hate when sites move stuff around. It takes me forever to learn my way around. Yeah, I know what you mean. I get used to it. I get used to a certain thing, and I go mostly by muscle memory. So like, oh, here's the new stuff, here's the messages, here's this, that, and the other. And Aurelia says, looks like an Aphrodite.
Yeah.
Yep, agreed. Cheryl says, I've sent my pictures of the Stardust color to support. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you.
That's greatly appreciated. And Kristen says, thank you so much for the sale. I have Honor coming in caramel macchiato, orange chocolate icing, and the Willow in Harlow Blonde. Thank you very much.
Yay, thank you. Let us know what you think.
All righty. We've pretty much caught up with the comments, I think. And right, we're going to, before we start, it's got to be a bit solemn, I'm afraid. Kathleen Ryan, who is often on these on these live streams and is very active in our Facebook community and all that. Well, her husband Richard and Kathleen, their son Danny passed away this week, so she's not going to be here. She's taking a break, and we just want everyone to know that we're thinking of them. Our thoughts are with them. They have our deepest sympathies and sincerest condolences. And just if you're the type of person who prays, please keep them in your thoughts. Drop her or Richard a line of support and let them know you're thinking of them. So I just heard about this yesterday, and I can only begin to imagine how they're feeling.
So send them some love.
Yeah.
Bomb Kathleen for sure.
Yeah, so just wanted to mention that, and send them some love. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
All righty. Let's see. Yes. Got some outpouring for Kathleen here. Lots of love hearts and sort of stunned shock and all that sort of thing. Yeah. All right. So today we're drinking a diluted daiquiri.
Yes. I think this is a perfect place for a drink, honestly.
This is the perfect place for a drink. Now,
hold on. I'm going to let you do it in single camera mode because that way you can show people what you're doing. That way I can touch up my eyeliner. All
righty. There we go. All right, folks. Here's what's going on. We're going to make a daiquiri, and not one of those frozen ones that have become very popular. This is the original daiquiri. It's very, very simple. And what you need is 2 ounces of white or light rum. I've got my Bacardi. And in case you're wondering why I don't really measure in these glasses anymore, I've made so many cocktails in these glasses, I know where the levels are on this. So 1 to 2 ounces of the white rum. That is an extra big one. So we're having a double shot here. I generally make double shots anyway because I have to dilute the drinks for Heather. And this is diluted because Heather has had vertical gastric sleeve surgery, as you probably know. And this is also for other people who have had the vertical gastric sleeve surgery and maybe want to, join in without getting terrible, terrible heartburn. All right, so you add roughly half the amount of lime juice. You can use freshly squeezed, but I'm using this lovely bottled key lime stuff, which is very nice. All right, now then, you're also supposed to use simple syrups, sugar syrup or whatever, but don't have any of that, so we're just going to use straight up sugar. And I got some nice, about a spoonful of sugar. Makes the medicine go down. There we go. And diluting it with some chilled water. Let's stir first. And the other reason for making a diluted drink is we are going to play a drinking game today. We are going to play a drinking game, and I suspect many of us, if we kept it undiluted, would be utterly, utterly shit-faced before we got about 12 questions in. So, and using a bamboo chopstick to stir so it doesn't make a lot of clattery noises. That's not too shabby. Jamie says, wait, you're supposed to measure the liquor. Where's the fun in that? That'll do nicely. Okay, yours is on your table there, Heather. All righty. Heather is just touching up her eyeliner, she says, which is excellent. Cheryl says, I remember frozen daiquiris from the late 60s. Yum. Well, I also remember frozen daiquiris, and I agree. They're absolutely yummy. Well, you're supposed to measure the liquor. We've been over this.
We told them about what was the daiquiri bar that was at CSD?
Yes. No, I will actually. Yeah. I think just eyeballing the liquor sounds like the right idea. Well, like I said, Jamie, I've made so many cocktails in these glasses, and they've got these little cut striations in them that I know where all the levels are by now. So after that, it's just a case of, something else to wash. So Barbara says, we don't need no stinking measurements. Correct. But Heather was mentioning the daiquiri bar that was on Siesta Key. Back in 2017, February of 2017, we went down to visit Heather's great aunt Kitty down in Florida, and we spent some time down there, had a little bit of a break before I had to go back home to England, and had a nice, about a week and a half, I think it was, time down in Florida. There's a daiquiri bar down on Siesta Key, and it was magnificent. All kinds of daiquiris and big frozen slushy machines. It's like those frozen yogurt places, only instead of dairy-fied stuff with flavors in, it was all booze, just a wall of boozy slushy drinks, slushy booze, and it was spectacular. And I gotta say, we really loved that place, but since they started doing a reality TV show on MTV on Siesta Key, I don't think we'll be going back anytime soon, at least not during the off season or whenever they film that bloody thing. So anyway, diluted daiquiri. There we go. Cheryl says, I'm still trying to figure out how to create videos for my YouTube channel. Hope to open soon. Well, we wish you success, Cheryl. And we'll root for you, and let us know when you get there, okay? Now then, let's go with the reason I've come up here. Tonight's main topic is Never Have I Ever. Never Have I Ever. That's a good drinking game you can play. You don't necessarily have to be with someone. You can do it over the phone. You can do it over Skype, and
you could drink just because you want to.
You can drink just because you want to.
We are not the boss of you.
But the idea, played properly, I read out a statement. If you have never done what I've described, you don't need to do a thing.
Can you turn my camera on?
If you have done that thing, like so,
yeah.
If you have done that thing, take a sip. Like so. For example, never have I ever played Never Have I Ever before. And you know what? I haven't, so I'm not going to drink. Heather, I think, has played Never Have I Ever before, correct?
Yes.
So she took a drink.
Yes.
Okay.
I also want to try your daiquiri.
Okay. And now, if this goes well, we might take some suggestions from you fine folks. So think about something you might want to propose. Nothing too embarrassing or anything like that. Just fun stuff, weird stuff, and we'll see how it goes. All right.
Let's do it.
All right. So the first one. Never have I ever skipped class on a nice day. And we'll be stopping every so often to let people refill their glasses.
Yes,
I think that might be necessary.
Yes, when did you skip class? You start first, because I always think of you as such a good boy.
Well, here's the thing. My birthday's in the summer, so I rarely ever had class. But one day, I took classes at the university over summer to get the credits in, so I could graduate when a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my classes was on my birthday, so I figured it's my birthday. It's a nice sunny day.
That's
I'm
right.
not going.
That's right.
It's the only time I've ever skipped class on a nice day for my birthday.
I'm an August baby, so I've never had that problem because it's like early in the month. But
yeah. Let's see here. Never have I ever been pulled over by the police. Never have I ever.
You're going too fast.
Ridden a motorcycle.
We should tell stories.
Okay.
Hold on. No, go back to that last one.
But been pulled over by the police?
Yeah, no. No, you put this together, so I want to hear those stories.
Okay.
You can't get away unscathed.
It was back in 1997. I was up at Kent State main branch in Kent, Ohio. And I just come from, I think it was a spoken word event by Henry Rollins that was held in like one of the student centers. And I was dropping one of my friends back at his dorm, and it was like 2 a.m. or something like that. And I was driving through an unfamiliar area, 2 a.m, and I went through a red light with a cop sitting right there at the red light.
Not the best move.
No. So I got a ticket, I paid my fine, and there you go. But I was pulled over for that. Let's go back to riding a motorcycle. Yeah, you've drunk on that. I didn't drink on that because I've never ridden.
Are you sure? I might have to do it again just to make sure.
As you wish. How's the daiquiri, by the way?
It's lovely and very well watered down. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to say this. My mom likes wild men, and so like my dad had a motorcycle. I think every boyfriend she's ever had since I've been born has probably had one, and her husband was a motorcycle. Her current husband was a motorcycle salesperson and a really good one before he retired. So yeah, I've been on motorcycles, and frankly, they scare me. I've been on them a lot. I've been on them with experienced riders who wear helmets and make sure I wear a helmet most of the time. My dad didn't do that so much in the 80s, but the 80s were weird like that, I mean, the 70s had lawn darts, so whatever. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I had an incident once where I was getting on a motorcycle when I was like 10 or 11. My dad just put me on it to go on a ride with one of his friends. And I was wearing sandals, and I burnt the heck out of my ankle on the tailpipe. Oh no, this was like a 3rd-degree burn. It was really awful. And I think I've been kind of scared of motorcycles ever since. And maybe that's a good thing because, they're a little risky. But then I feel like I'm missing out because that must be kind of cool, in a way to feel like you're flying a little bit. I don't know. But for the same reason I wouldn't go parachuting. I'm just too scared,
I gotcha. Alrighty. Never have I ever broken a bone.
All right, and then after this, let's pause for some comments. We're going a little fast.
Sure, no worries. While you were talking, I was moving the comment section to where we left off.
Teamwork. Have I ever broken a bone?
Hang on, I have to.
How many bones have you broken? Do you have to drink extra because of that? Wait. Does each gulp count as an instance?
Yes.
Okay, I just need to know the rules here. That was 3 gulps?
7.
7 gulps? You've broken. What have you broken?
My nose. One of the bones in my hand here. No, this one of the bones in this hand, I believe, or was it this hand? I can't remember. My pelvis in 5 places.
That's right. Well, I knew that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I think all of us probably knew.
So yeah, I've broken a few bones. So hence the glugging.
That was a moment I think we had. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Where are we good? Jamie says, I have a feeling I'm going to need to drink a lot. Aurelia says, I'm going to have to drink straight Kraken.
The Kraken's good.
I like the way you think.
Yes.
What is it? Barbara says, thinking I should have diluted more.
He did warn everybody.
I did. Jamie says, this is going well. Sip, sip, sip. Oh, Sharon. Hello. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
Still in Florida. Peter says, does a moped count?
Maybe, sure.
If you want it to.
But
if you don't want it to.
You can still hurt yourself on one, so I think that counts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie said I got pulled over by police because he thought I was drunk. I just had horrible night blindness. Had to do the drunk test and everything in the rain. Ah, man, that's terrible. Let's see here. What moved again? Let's see. My husband had a Harley Davidson at a local fair. That sounds good. Let's see. Do you drink if the answer is yes?
Yes.
No. You drink if you've never done the thing. No, you drink. If you haven't done the thing, you don't drink. If you have done the thing, you drink.
So to answer your question, yes.
Okay. I only broke 2, but they were in my freaking back.
Oh God! How long did that
terrible.
take to recover from? That must have taken a hot minute.
Yeah. Oh, broken my femur completely in 2. Don't recommend it.
Oh.
Broke all my toes. Ow.
At the same time? Holy moly.
Drop something on it. Yeah, that sounds terrible. Shattered my nose. Yeah, that happened to me. Someone jumped on my face in the swimming pool, so hit me with their foot. So
you still have a beautiful nose, though.
Thank you. Well, they tried straightening it, so.
Yeah.
Oh, Christine says, been there, done that. Heather, with my dad and motorcycle. Only the burn was the calf. Bad. Oh, I can imagine.
Oh, yeah. Mine was just my ankle, and it scared me away for forever.
Hi.
Hello.
I think I did that one already.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Got California road rash. Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh, your husband won a Harley Davidson at our local fair. Oh, that sounds
That's
cool.
really cool. That's a good prize.
Yeah. Broke my nose and rib, but not at the same time. Oh. Hard to say. I had back problems for years.
Yeah.
Did fall and twist my pelvis, but didn't break. It's just twisted. That sounds appalling. Okay, shall we continue?
Yes, let's.
All right, never have I ever been on TV. I don't know about you, my sweet, but I was on during a halftime show.
What kind of halftime show?
For a high school football thing. I played a Union soldier. And I was also on a campus cable TV music video show. That was quite fun. I learned to cut my teeth on mixing boards and stuff like that. Fun fact.
Yeah.
The Grassy Valley mixing board was used as the Death Star super laser control.
Is there something to write on in here?
Star Wars.
I would like to write something down while you're
just
talking.
Yeah,
you keep talking. I'll go get one.
Sorry about that, my sweet.
Okay. I love you.
All right. And then I was part of a public television fund drive. With all those people answering the phones, and boy, you get a lot of crank calls on those things. While Heather's getting the stuff, let's see here. Tylene says, hello there, beautiful people. Hello, Tylene. Dislocated your shoulder twice. Yikes. Film student movie, but still a movie. Oh, cool. It was an awesome prize, but the tax on it was $6,400. Bloody hellfire! That's one of the things I liked about the UK. If you won something, you just won it. You didn't have to pay tax on it. That goes for material goods or money won in a casino or on the lottery. That's fantastic. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh. Yeah, Jamie was in a movie.
So cool.
Said film student movie, but still a movie.
Nigel is also leaving out the fact that some of his voiceover work is in the People
versus George Lucas. Yeah, I played Boba Fett in one of the cartoon Boba.
That counts. That's a major movie.
Yeah.
So I had 4.
Yeah.
The first time was public access television. I went on there when I was trying to earn money to become a student ambassador. I was a people-to-people student ambassador, and I was trying very hard to get the money up because I came from kind of a poor family, and so I went on public access and told people my story and tried. I mean, old habits die hard, I guess, but I told people my story and tried to become a student ambassador that way. And I was. So the next time I got on television, it was, here's the weird thing. I believe this was summer of '94, so I'm old. But essentially, I happened to be in America during the World Cup, where it was happening. And I happened to be in England during the Tour de France, when it was in England, when that was happening. So when I was in the DC area, we were staying at George Washington University, and we were walking around some of the museums, and this Italian television guy stopped us and saw a group of students all wearing the same outfits, because we were in like little uniforms. It wasn't that big; it was like khakis and a polo. But he made us all shout "Goal!" And so I got on Italian television during the World Cup. Cool. I was also, my butt is in a French music video. I don't know what French music video. I have no idea what the hell happened that day. I was at Montmartre. You probably say it better than I do.
Montmartre.
There you go. He does the French well. So we that's what she said. No, we went to our student ambassador group went to that place that he just said. Can you do it again?
Montmartre.
Thank you. That one. And we were just standing there, and then this guy, he had a camera on him, and there were a bunch of people, and he made us turn our backs to them, look over at the city. And so and then next thing I know, this music starts playing, and this lady is walking, right? But because it's just our butts, nobody had to ask our permission because our faces weren't disclosed, I guess. But yeah,
that's the French for you.
My butt is in a French music video. I have no idea which one.
And rightly so.
And then the last time that I got on television, it was C-SPAN. I was recruited by my and this is going to sound quasi-political, so just know that this is not a political vibe. I was actually recruited by the School of Music at Akron to sing during the intermission segments of a Hillary Clinton rally. And I was like, okay, sure. I sang some songs, by the way, because I could pick anything I wanted. It didn't have to be like I'm proud to be an American or anything like propaganda style. It just had to be music. So I sang songs from Spam-A-Lot. Like the song that goes like this, So I sang that stuff during the intermission of a Hillary Clinton rally, and I got to meet Stephanie Tubbs-Jones, Melanie Griffith, Chelsea Clinton, who's actually very down to earth, or at least in that little bite-sized chunk, she seemed very cool. And then Melanie Griffith talked a lot about Antonio Banderas, just to let you know.
Well, if you were married to Antonio Banderas,
I sat on a couch in between Melanie Griffith and Madeleine Albright. I sat on a couch between Melanie Griffith and Madeleine Albright, and then sang live on television, because it was all broadcast. I sang songs from Spam-A-Lot to like a ballroom full of 50,000 Hillary Clinton fans.
Not many of us can say that.
So I had to write that down so I didn't forget a single detail of that, because it was one of the most surreal moments of my life. It was very, very interesting. And yeah, like I didn't volunteer. I was drafted to do it. And I was like, well, cool, I'll be on TV. I get to meet cool celebrity type people. Yes, sign me up. So that was a life experience for sure.
Definitely.
I'm like almost famous. What's next?
Well, it really says, well, shit, I'm going to have to only take a drink every 5 or I'll be sloshed in about 2 minutes.
That's why we're trying to talk a lot.
Dilution, my dear.
And water. Yeah, sparkling water would make a good addition to this. Yeah.
They said as a child I was on TV for a children's morning show.
Yay!
Sweet. Stacy says, I was on a morning show to talk about a family-friendly New Year's Eve event.
That's so cool.
Let's see. Shelley says, yes, years ago, my boyfriend at the time handed me a box to hold as he unpacked the new gas grill, and the grates came sliding out and landed on my sandaled feet right across my toes.
Oh,
bloody hellfire.
That's awful.
Ugh. Peter says, I have my own sports talk TV show on the Bold and Beautiful.
Wow, that's very cool.
Had my picture in the local paper in junior high school. That's
yes,
cool.
that counts. It's exposure.
There you go. So, there's a drink for you. I was in TV commercials for our restaurant. Sweet. I was on Mr. Cartoon when I was in elementary school, local type show in Huntington, West Virginia.
It sounds adorable.
It does. Whenever I see winners on game shows, I start calculating their taxes.
That's one thing that took me off guard going to England and watching shows like Pointless, because they win cash prizes, but the prize amounts always look so chintzy.
Yeah.
But then you realize they're not being taxed on any of it.
Yeah, I mentioned that while you were out the room.
Oh,
we don't
sorry.
We don't have to pay taxes on winnings in the UK.
I was very focused on my eyeliner
That's
today.
okay. That's okay. Elaine says, I was in a commercial. Oh, I forgot. I was in a commercial for a locally produced show for Food TV. My friend Stacy was part of the advertising agency that was filming commercials for this. And she played, what's her name? I've forgotten her name. Okay. Thank you. I forgot the young lady's name.
Oh, no.
The one who famously wore a beret and a blue dress. From the 90s. And I played Bill Clinton.
Oh, Monica Lewinsky.
Monica Lewinsky. Yeah,
Poor Monica.
She played Monica Lewinsky, and I played Bill Clinton. You didn't see me from the front, though, because, I just sprayed my hair silver and I've not had face relations with that woman.
You know what? She's pretty awesome, though. Like, I don't know if you ever heard her TED Talks or anything like that.
Yeah.
But she is a very interesting person, really.
Yeah.
And she's a very strong advocate for women, and that double standard in the media. So I really think she's cool.
That's great.
Yeah, I agree with Barbara saying that her TED Talk on the nature of shame was amazing. I completely agree.
Yes. I watched that with Heather.
She's so level-headed. I am in awe of how well held together she's been in the wake of all of that.
Yeah,
mad respect.
All the crap she's been through, man.
Yeah.
Been on TV several times, commercials and stuff. That's awesome.
I can imagine that. You're really pretty.
Does writing a 15-minute play that was produced on stage count at all?
Sure.
Why not? Go for it.
Yeah, you did it, right? You wrote it. That counts.
I was also on the psychic Lisa Williams show.
Oh my gosh. Did she read your fortune?
Hi, Apollonia.
Hello.
I was on some public thing with my belly dance troupe.
That's
Sweet.
so cool.
Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Now that sounds like a Fellini dream. I probably have tons of rock star meetings I could tell if I remembered. Lol, I used to hang out with a super groupie. One of those instances where you don't quite remember the... I get you.
That would be very cool to hear, though. Definitely.
Never have I ever done that. Lol, sorry. Just got here. Sorry I'm late. Don't worry. Hi!
You have a beautiful profile picture, by the way.
Yes, indeed.
You look really, really pretty in that.
I was in the newspaper for winning 2 county spelling bees in junior high. Same here. I got to the state qualifier and bombed out on a word that, quite frankly, the mediator mispronounced, which he should have gotten right considering he was in the radio. Not that I'm better.
Oh, by the way, Wig Daisy is one of our affiliates too.
Yes,
you can find her channel nested under my channels on this channel's main page, as I mentioned a little bit ago. But yeah, check her out. She's got a coupon code as well. We're really trying to help boost the visibility of our affiliates a little bit more. So check them out if you get a chance.
Oh, yes, indeed. Let's see. Being in those commercials for our restaurant ruined my privacy when going out in public. I can imagine.
No.
I can imagine. Yeah. Speaking of TED Talks, my son used to date the granddaughter of the guy who came up with TED Talks.
That's
wow.
crazy.
That's fascinating.
That's very cool.
Excellent. All righty.
What's
and
the next
Sharon
one?
also says thank you for the
Oh,
compliment.
you're welcome.
All right, let's continue this now that
Yeah.
I've poured myself a new drink.
I keep wanting to drink more.
Mhm.
I think that means it's time.
Yeah, okay. Never have I ever hiked through the mountains. I had 2 trips to Colorado with the school when I was in middle school. That was beautiful, absolutely fantastic.
I hiked around some of the Smoky Mountains and the Alps.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Alps are super pretty. Well, so are the Smoky Mountains. They're gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't want to say just because something's in a different country that it's prettier. No, the Smoky Mountains are luscious.
Oh yeah. Mountains are beautiful no matter
Yeah,
where they
definitely.
are. Pretty much. Yeah. All right then. Never have I ever been on a blind date.
I think
I'm trying to remember.
I think I have, but I can't remember one specifically.
I think I have, yeah.
I mean, I know back in high school, in the haze that was high school, that I think a lot of that kind of stuff probably happened.
That was before, you know, Facebook and everything, so you didn't know what people looked like when your friends.
And there's no record of it to like
record of it, yeah.
Verify that your memory is holding up.
Yeah. So I think that's one for me.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna abstain on this one because I can't verify whether or not that happened. I didn't date a lot in high school though.
No, me neither.
I had like one boyfriend. He was not cool, and so I basically stopped. Then tried it again, and he was kind of a turd, so I stopped. Yeah. I hadn't met you yet. That was the problem.
It'd be very difficult. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
It'd be very difficult to have a blind date these days, unless you're an unfortunate victim of catfishing. But,
I don't know. Wouldn't you say that most like Plenty of Fish stuff? I mean, I guess you get to see their pictures and stuff.
I don't know. I didn't date much, and then I met you. So.
Aww.
Never ever had a serious hangover. And I'm going to have another one tomorrow.
It feels so ironic to drink to that, Nigel.
It's delicious. Or, as Vincent Price would say, oh, it is delicious. Never have I ever watched a NASCAR race.
That is so not surprising.
Not yeah.
I think we're both being very predictable in this regard.
Yeah. I figure I should put 1 or 2 things in here that would not lead me to drink because liver damage. All right. Never have I ever eaten an entire large pizza by myself in one sitting.
All right, I'm glad you're specifying that it's a large pizza, because if we were talking like those little lean cuisine pizzas, yeah, of course.
Oh, no, not the lean cuisines or the little Charlies or the Chicago Towns or whatever, those little ones about that big, not the personal pan ones. I'm talking about like large pizzas.
Was this like a frequent thing or like a one-time thing for a lark?
You do know I was over 320 pounds.
Okay,
right?
I think that's a good answer. It's very thorough.
Let's catch up on with some comments.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh, Shauna's going to the Smokies in June.
Oh, yay! It's very, very pretty.
Oh, yes. Elaine says, I've seen hikers from the comfort of my air-controlled car. I'm much of that mindset now, Elaine. Sharon says, I did that in the Appalachians, the Black Hills, if they count, and the foothills of the French Alps.
Yes.
Sweet. Shelley says, I met my ex-husband on a blind date.
That's not a glowing endorsement of blind dates.
No. Not for hiking. Well, I get you. Most of us try to block blind dates out.
I'm going to assume that's probably what it is on my end, too.
I would never go out on a blind date. I'm way too chicken. Well, I mean, it all depends on how you do it. I mean, if it's someone who's introducing you, yeah, maybe, you know, but nowadays, people are weird. People are weird and dangerous sometimes. Drove through the Smokies. Excellent. I'm more of a not a dating kind of person. I'm a let's hang out type. Well, that's nice. Low pressure. I like low pressure. I've never had a serious hangover. Well, let's keep going, shall we? More than I could ever count way back in my 20s. Deirdre's been on TV. Excellent. Oh, is that seen a NASCAR race or been on TV? Please specify. And Shelley's never seen a NASCAR race.
Maybe she meant that she drove NASCAR.
Oh, sweet.
On TV. I don't know.
Ah. Oh, Elaine says, I have a hangover cure. Get up and quickly take 2 aspirin and blend 2 raw eggs with a bunch of sugar and vanilla flavoring. Oh, I could just like drink an entire jug of custard.
Or I was about to say, can I just have ice cream? That sounds almost like ice cream.
It's like a whole jug of custard to wash down some aspirin. Oh.
Custard is pretty good.
Oh, fucking custard is magical. No, custard is fucking magical, not fucking custard is magical. No one take that clip out of context.
In a post-American Pie franchise world, you must specify. Not that we're kink shaming.
No. Just I don't want to be accused of something I haven't actually done. That's what this whole thing is about. Ah, right. Oh, one of my clients was a top NASCAR driver. Oh,
very
sweet.
Cool.
I bet the reason that cures a hangover is because it makes you throw up. I don't know. Custard, man. Custard. Does it count if I watch them go around once, then change the channel? No, I think you have to watch the whole thing. Like
you beat it.
The whole 4.5 hours or whatever it is. Fish fingers and custard. Yes. Fish fingers and custard. It's a Doctor Who reference, in case you've missed that. Heather.
No, I caught it. I got it.
Hooray. No, just tastes like a vanilla milkshake and you go back to sleep for a half an hour, you'll be fine when you get up. That sounds
nifty.
Excellent.
Very cool tip.
Alrighty, let's continue. Never have I ever ridden a jet ski.
I just took a drink. Does that count? Or do I have to do another one?
Well, have you ridden a jet ski?
Yes.
Okay, take another drink. Notice I haven't.
I'm taking little sips.
Good idea. Never have I ever traveled to a foreign country.
Why would you put this one in here? You want to be a lush, don't you?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
You have to take multiple sips. You've been to so many countries. We've already established this is per instance. Oh God, why did I remind myself of that? I don't want to drink that much. Just gonna take one big glug to count for them all.
There, 5 sips, 5 countries.
Like it's the One Ring. Right?
6. Forgot the Netherlands.
All right. Where you been?
Over.
Where you been?
Never have I. Oh, where have I been? I've been to the USA, which for me is a foreign country. Canada, Guatemala, Malaysia, the UK, which is foreign to where I'm living now, and the Netherlands on a stopover on the way back from here in 2017.
Very cool. I want to go to the Netherlands for real.
Yeah.
Like I would like to go see Dutch tulip farms.
Yes.
That seems very cool. But anyway, I've been to Canada. This is my country, so that doesn't count. Mexico, England, France, Switzerland. I think that's it. I think that's it.
You went to Mexico, didn't you?
I did go to Mexico.
There you go.
I left my stomach. I left my stomach in Mexico. Yes.
Okay, right. All right. Never have I ever gone whitewater rafting.
I am way too chicken shit for that. I am terrified of rafts at this point in my life. After having I've been in a rafting accident. It was quite catastrophic. My patrons know all about it. I'm not going to go into it here because it was awful.
But mine was back in those trips to Colorado.
I know, but I would never do that with you. If you wanted to do that, I would be like, go ask my brother.
Well, I've done it, Heather.
You would love that.
I've done it now. I don't really feel the need to do so anymore.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah. Never have I ever gone to a strip club.
This doesn't have to be per instance, right?
No.
Okay, good.
I got invited to one. I got invited to one, but it was the one that bought out my favorite Szechuan restaurant in North Canton, Ohio. So I refused to go out of annoyance, out of protest, that I can no longer get good Szechuan food in North Canton, Ohio.
I've been friends with strippers, like literally, like friends. Friends that I hung out with, like people who were like my neighbors and stuff. You know, because I grew up poor and we all kind of came up together. Like I had friends that went into stripping. I would go to be supportive. It was cute. It was flirty, yeah, but it wasn't like too much. It was just goofing off, and they were doing their thing, and it brought some levity to their work day. You know, and I tipped because that's what good friends do. But yeah, I mean, literally, I would go there and be supportive, and then I just kind of realized that some of those women are incredibly athletic. They're not just stripping. Like some of them are doing some really like acrobatic stuff on those poles, and I grew like so much respect for these women because there's such a stigma about it, and I don't want to get too deep about that here, but it is cool watching, you know, pole dancing videos like on YouTube because they tend to be very like PG. They're dressed, you know, in their skivvies, but they still, you know, some of it's raunchy, but it's a competition, you know, and so they don't go too far with it, and it's not like for the male gaze. It's very artistic. It's got a lot going on, and it's very cool. Like I showed you the one girl.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there was this one girl who like was holding her entire body like this on the pole with just one ankle.
Yeah, I don't know
standing like this with just one ankle holding her to it, and the other one on top of the pole. Like, how? That is some next level stuff right there. I have so much respect for that. So yes, and in fact, I've been to the strip club that replaced your Chinese restaurant, and they have a gigantic, like 2.5-story pole. And some of the guest entertainers they have come in are phenomenal because they'll go. I saw one girl go all the way up to the top and just drop almost right down to the bottom, and then caught herself and was perfectly still. It's like superhero stuff. It's so thoroughly entertaining.
What, like a complete dead stop?
It's like Cirque du Soleil.
Wow.
Well, there's a reason why Cirque du Soleil has like a striptease act now in Vegas, which I totally would want to see. Like, I think the women are beautiful, right? And you know, they're not all like dejected and degraded because of what they do. So I mean, I've been friends with lots of strippers. Sometimes they really enjoy it, right? And I like to support them when I can because it's cool. I can't do that.
All righty. Let's have some comments here. I've done the raw egg in my last beer. I felt really good the next day. Dill pickle juice and Campbell's chicken noodle soup work for me for hangovers.
Oh, I love dill pickles. That might be intriguing, but salty. Really salty. Maybe that's what's doing it, is the salt.
Could be.
Yeah.
I tried to ride a jet ski, but my husband fell off, and then I did. I lived in Switzerland and Puerto Rico and traveled to many from there. Oh,
yes.
That sounds cool. You don't have to take a drink for every country then, if that's the case.
Yes.
Otherwise, we don't want you hospitalized.
Puerto Rico is also lovely. I enjoyed it there. I was only there for like 3 days.
With frogs.
They're frogs. Their tree frogs are so loud. Oh my gosh. It sounded like a car alarm going off outside my hotel window.
Thankfully, the car alarm here is turned off.
Yes.
There's an enzyme in raw eggs that counteracts the effects of alcohol. They study it to help alcoholics. That's a good thing.
Nifty.
I stay off large bodies of water. I've seen the Titanic and Ghost Ship. Those things never turn out well. Never been to a foreign country, but I drank anyway.
That's right. It's a party.
Canada, Mexico, Germany. Good stuff. Canada, Mexico, England, France, Iceland, and Austria.
Ooh, Austria. Nice. That's very cool.
Bahamas. Although standing in the line at Disney World, I felt for sure I'd left the U.S. Reality comes. Greece, Italy, and a layover. Ireland.
Oh,
Ireland.
Those all sound like good countries to go to.
Forgot about Ireland.
Yeah, you've been to Ireland
once. Yeah.
I would love to see Italy too, but I'd like to. Does it ever get cool there? I would like to go when it's not like 90 degrees because they don't do air conditioners.
I'll have to ask my Italian and Sicilian friends from when I worked at the casino. Yeah. Still staying out of big water. Fair enough. Love floating down the American River. Not familiar with that one. Was taken there by a guy friend without me knowing. I was pissed. I'm assuming that's the strip club thing. In college, we used to study in a strip club just down the road.
What? Oh my God. You libertines.
I worked in a strip club as a bartender, not a stripper.
Oh, wow.
Hello, my love and son-in-law.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, mother-in-law.
We were talking about strip clubs.
Yeah.
But I mean, you'll understand that because like one of the ones that I was talking about was the one that replaced
Chang's.
Well, no,
Oh.
There was another one that replaced BB McLean's that replaced the Flamingo Bay. So it made me kind of think of you in a weird way because it used to be like just a club, and then eventually, like it went from being the place I would go on goth night to sit there and mope in tandem with all my pals. Like, no, I then realized it became a strip club, and I had friends that worked there that I went to high school with. So, yeah. But hi, Mom. Super glad you could join us.
One of the authors I edit for was a stripper and a director in the adult film industry. Very intelligent woman and a good writer. Good stuff.
Very cool.
When I lived in Montreal, my best friend was a stripper. Good stuff. Got fired the same day for critiquing the dancers instead of serving drinks.
Oh, that's fun.
You've been watching too much MST3K, haven't you?
Why is that? Why? What?
Well, I was just thinking, critiquing while a show's going on, very MST3K.
Yes.
I went to a knockoff Chippendale strip show after meeting up with a friend at a parent-teacher conference, and she asked me to go. Do parent-teacher conference, then strippers in one evening. I think after parent-teacher conferences, you need to unwind. That's a valid excuse.
That's very cool.
And it is the salt in it.
Yeah. That'd be good. Dill. I think dill plus chicken soup sounds kind of good, but I love dill pickles, so that's probably why.
Yes, it gets cold in Italy. It snowed while we were in Venice. Okay,
that's
so we
probably...
have to go in the winter.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Gina says South Fork of the American River is where they filmed part of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Oh, cool.
Ah.
And Shelly says it was cool when we went to Italy in March, but it did rain briefly every day. I wore my leather jacket, had one of those raincoats that fit in your purse, but I pulled over my jacket when it rained. Okay.
Very cool.
Very good. All righty. Let's continue. Never have I ever marched in a protest. I got this from a list of never have I ever questions off the internet. I went to about 5 different.
Okay, so I think the one that I went to doesn't count because it was a joke the whole time.
Oh.
I went to the Rally to Restore Reason or Insanity or whatever it was, the one that Stephen Colbert did with Jon Stewart. I went to that.
That wasn't an official.
It wasn't
real,
really a
serious
protest, though.
Okay, that doesn't count.
I mean, it was a rally, but it was also kind of a concert, and the whole thing was televised. So it was more like a media event. So I will take a tiny drink because that doesn't really count, even though it was a really cool
Well, you weren't
experience.
trying to change anything. It was just it was a gag.
It was a gag.
Right.
I mean, the meta level message of it was, the fuck?
Never
Right.
doesn't count.
Right? I mean, okay, so I don't take a drink. But yeah, there was kind of something that they were advocating for and against, ironically. But yeah, it was...
Oh, ironically, it was
Well,
a
that
hipster
was
protest.
Stephen Colbert's whole shtick, was that he was being ironic. Yeah.
All righty, folks. Never have I ever
Wait, no, we have some answers.
gone skiing. Oh,
Oh,
okay, fine.
I've never been skiing anyway.
No, me neither. So let's see what we've got in the contents. Comments. Saw a stripper show on base when I was in the Navy. Okay.
There are always a lot of clubs around Army bases
Skip again.
and Navy bases
Hi,
and
Wendy.
Air Force bases and all the bases, I'm sure.
Women's March, Oakland in 2019. I attended University of Wisconsin, so of course I marched in protest. Then to a rally at my community college for no nukes. Well, that is an excellent.
Yes, definitely.
All righty. Where was I? We are at marched in a protest. Okay. Have we all caught up?
Yes, I
Good.
think so.
Excellent. We've done the gone skiing thing. I've never skied. All right.
That's one of those like activity things that people do outdoors.
Well, you're
when
like
it's
rich
cold.
athletic people.
Yeah. Yeah. Who can afford the hospital bills?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
never have I ever gambled in a casino. I worked in a casino. That's why I never gambled in a casino.
I did last time I was in New Orleans.
This is decidedly not an alcoholic beverage.
I went to Harrah's and played the nickel slots incredibly slowly so I could get the free drinks. So I've done that. I wasn't really expecting to win. I was just expecting to spend less than I would have spent on the drink.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
All righty, good stuff. Never have I ever blamed a fart on a pet. It's very hard to blame farts on hermit crabs and lizards, so never bothered.
I am a pet person who has had lots of pets, and they make convenient scapegoats, particularly dogs. Dogs fart so much, and Chubbs, if John's in here, he can vouch. Chubbs, the cat.
Oh, I'll vouch for that.
He farts prolifically, and we've changed his food. We feed him ultra premium stuff. We've taken him to the vet. He's just a gassy guy, and he smells terrible sometimes. He is smelly cat, like the Friends song. But he's so cute. He's so sweet. He's like the best cat ever. But
he's friendly and he's huggy,
he's
but he
the
farts
best
a lot.
cat. He's like just this old smelly grandpa, but he's just the sweetest old smelly grandpa. I love Chubbs, but yeah, he's pretty rank.
Alrighty. Never have I ever tried moonshine.
The real stuff, or like the stuff at like the.
I think we're gonna go for the real backwoods stuff.
All right, I don't know if I've ever had that.
No, I haven't. I've had Scrumpy though.
This is Mio fruit punch. Sure free.
Oh, we got a bunch of comments. Let's see what we got here.
This is a good daiquiri.
Thank you. Where was I? Ah, Kathleen Horan Simmons. Hello, Kathleen.
Hello.
Let's see. Oh boy, here we go. Dum 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 dum. Right, here's where we left off. I went skiing once. I couldn't get up when I fell. It was like an I Love Lucy episode.
Oh, I can just imagine it with like a big poofy jacket and all the equipment. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine.
Yes, down to Bunny Hill, that's all. Still counts.
Yep, definitely.
Jeff broke your brother's collarbones. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I like the nickel slots. Fair enough.
Yes.
Been skiing. Oh, skiing.
Mom's been skiing a ton.
Yeah.
She's been skiing. Back in the day, she's skied a lot. But yeah, I've never really done it. I think I've gone tubing a handful of times, probably because she made me go or invited me. But I've never been skiing.
I'll share this one. Barbara says, traveling male strip show came to Charlottesville, Virginia in the 80s. 15 minutes before the show, they were told city ordinance prohibited stripping. 300 drunk women rioted.
Oh my God, that sounds hilarious. That sounds like something that would have been funny as hell on the evening news.
Oh, yes. I tried skiing once. One of the funniest films I've ever seen is Johnny Dangerously. And there's Joe Piscopo plays an absolute psychopath. Don't ever slap me. My mother slapped me once. Every time I see someone say something with once, I think of Joe Piscopo in that movie. Jeff blames Maggie every time. I think that's the pet farting thing.
Yes, definitely. That's her dog.
My blonde date husband insisted on honeymoon in Vegas, and I won $30 playing roulette.
Yeah!
Nice. And yeah, dogs do fart a lot.
They do.
John says, yes, Chubbs the cat is a constant fart.
But he's such a good guy. But he's also a convenient scapegoat for non-Chubbs farts. Because Chubbs doesn't care either way. He's just happy to sit on somebody, and he's smelly on his own. So you're not really adding or taking away from the Chubbs experience.
My husband just tried to give me some real moonshine that his friend made. Hey, timely.
Yes.
Go get some, and then you can have
Go
another
get
drink.
some. Oh wait, I was just about to drink again. Do we have more?
No, note my mom's dog Bud farts were really bad after he ate a rawhide. I can imagine. Yes, apple cinnamon. What the hell? Mother-in-law, apple cinnamon what?
Farts.
Oh boy.
No, I don't. Apple cinnamon moonshine. I bet she's saying.
Oh, apple cinnamon.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the thing that's on the screen.
Right, gotcha. I had some that someone in rural Kansas made. A couple of sips were enough for me, I can imagine. I'm from the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. Of course I've tried moonshine. I said, hell no, that stuff tastes like turpentine.
I bet the apple cinnamon stuff was good,
Oh,
though. Yeah.
Let's see. Everybody knew that he made moonshine. I learned a thing or two from Charlie. Don't you know? You never came back from Copperhead Road, la la la. That's probably a song that I'm not familiar with.
I've never known anybody who's made like their own moonshine, but I've known a couple people who make their own Applejack.
Ah!
And Applejack's fantastic.
I call people buskies and farting ice holes because of Johnny Dangerously.
He says that too.
Some of them batching farting ice hole buskiches. That is a great movie. I love that movie. Now that I've tried absinthe, so have we.
Yes.
At Jingles.
Yes. And
home of the puff pastry chalupa
covered in hollandaise sauce.
Hollandaise sauce on it.
Oh, yep. It will live in infamy as not even close to the right concept, but we appreciate the effort. And the fact that I got drunk on absinthe there when they're like, that's not exactly Mexican either. And this was like a Mexican themed restaurant.
Supposedly.
And I'm such a lightweight. I had 2 servings of absinthe. So it wasn't like I sat there and drank. I just had a little bit. And then we went back to the hotel and got into a hot tub, and I literally sang O mio bambino caro to him.
As your hair dry came out.
As I was wearing spray-on mousse to cover up the bald patch, right? Because this is a channel, we all know I'm bald, whatever. And the humidity made it run down my face like Carrie. So I was looking like Carrie, singing an Italian aria, drunk on absinthe in a communal hot tub where anybody could have come in and joined us. That must have been quite a scene.
We have some interesting stories.
Yeah, we do. But so do our friends that are hanging out with us. They have some cool stories too.
Absolutely, and that's why I'm reading them out. Shall we continue, folks? Yeah. Never have I ever ridden a roller coaster.
Oh, God. I am definitely not drinking this per instance.
No.
Mom, you might find this funny. Okay, so when I was a little kid, Dad would take us to Cedar Point a lot. And I remember distinctly when the Magnum XL 2000 or whatever came out. It's like 1989. I was very excited to sit in the very front car the first year that it had launched. And we did. We had to wait an extra hour or so to get to that front car, but my dad was persistent. And every time we would ride a ride from there on out, we had to sit in the very front car. I thought it was our thing. He told me recently that he only sat in the front car because he didn't want to be shown up by a 10-year-old. Girl. By a 10-year-old girl. Because I was like, let's go in the front. Woo! I mean, I'm like, where's the danger? Let's do that. And Dad was not into that as much as I thought he was. I still, to this day, either sit in the very, very front or the very, very back. Usually I sit in the very, very back on wooden coasters because of that whip effect that beats you up. I know a lot of people don't like that. My mom hates that. You know, when she would ride coasters, if she rode them, they would be the metal tube ones, and my brother hates them. But I love roller coasters. I'm like super into them.
Okay. We've got here, this is good. Elaine says, Steve Earle, Copperhead Road, put it on your list. Just did. That's what I was typing just now.
Nice.
Cheryl said, I forgot and just started taking drinks without the question.
I love it. it.
Not saying you can't.
That's right.
Roller coaster fiend. I'll ride them all. I'm not a fan of roller coasters.
He's tried, but I think
I'm terrified of roller coasters, and sometimes I don't fit in them well. I mean, even though I've lost lots of weight, there was one when we went up to Cedar Point 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, something like that, and oh no, I banged my knee, something terrible, just being whipped around on that. But Heather likes it, so I grit my teeth and go with her.
Well, next time, speak up. We can sit in the middle. It'll still be cool.
It doesn't matter. It was that particular roller coaster.
Okay, well.
It was that particular, I can't remember what it was. I think it was the Gemini.
Oh, yeah, but we'll figure it out. Whatever. The older wooden coasters are a little bit more like beady-uppy.
Yeah.
That's why they changed the track on the Mean Streak and made it a metal tube coaster instead of the rail type.
I rode a roller coaster once. Once. Good stuff. My body hair is super dark, and I used to spray on mousse once to cover gray. Forgot and went swimming with a group of friends. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Relatable for sure.
Terry, been skydiving. I'm liking the show, so someone probably already said that.
You are so much braver than I am.
Wait for it. Welcome aboard, Terry. And we'll get to you. Crawford is nice, says Kathleen.
Thank you.
Ridden the baby roller coaster when I was little, if that counts. Yeah, it counts. If you want that as an excuse to take a drink, go for it. The front is the best. Love roller coasters. Will go on anyone out there.
Yes, and I still love the Magnum because even though the Millennium Force is amazing, I had a story about that too. You said you didn't fit on the coasters really well.
Yeah.
I tried for years to fit on that coaster, the Millennium Force, because it's like a hyper coaster and it's really, really cool. Or even a giga coaster. I don't know what they call it, but it's like really, really extreme. And it was one of the first really extreme coasters. And I wanted to fit on it so bad, but my butt was too big. Seriously. So I would get on it and I wouldn't be able to close it. And I know it wasn't a stomach thing because I went on with Spencer. And he's a bear, so he's a very sturdy built fellow, and he was bigger than me around. He could get the bar down. I couldn't get my bar down because my butt would not fit in the cup-like seat. It just kind of floweth over. So I was ejected from that ride, as in like told to get off of it and get off the platform 3 times before I finally lost enough weight that I could get on it. And then once I figured out I could get on it, totally bought the fast pass, rode it over and over, and every time we go, we ride it like 2-3 times. It's awesome.
When it's working.
But the Top Thrill Dragster, I think actually.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Top Thrill.
Yeah, no. I've only ever been on that once, and the one time we went on it, it like scarred you for life.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we're not doing that one again. But I'm glad I had that experience. But I like the Magnum the best because it just kind of goes over that hill and it hangs there. And then you're like,
I quite like the Gatekeeper.
The Gatekeeper School,
Looks like it's something from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Just a weird angular griffin head right at the front. Fantastic.
Oh, may I have another drink?
Okay. Shelley says, one of the worst experiences of my life. My blind date husband insisted on the front car at Space Mountain. I'm terrified of heights. Gripped bar and kept eyes tightly shut. Couldn't walk afterwards. That sounds like me at the Top Thrill Dragster.
I gotta admit, though, I love Space Mountain. I like that it's dark. That makes it extra scary. Oh, God. But see, you're well represented either way because Nigel would probably definitely actually agree with you because he just said that. But I wasn't terribly fond of Space Mountain, but then again, I wasn't terribly fond of Disney. You're not, well, yeah, but you're also just not a coaster person. It's a lot of movement if you're not really into that sort of thing. Yeah. So it's all right. It's meant to be kind of extreme. I mean, I don't like raft rides anymore. If somebody, that's understandable. Where's your your stir? Here you go. There you go. I'm gonna move on to the next one while you do that, if that's cool. Sure, you do that. Let me find it. Boop doop, beep beep beep, doop doop, doop doop. Okay, we're gonna do like kind of a rapid fire round because he's got a lot of these. So we might actually stop after a few of these because I don't actually want to advocate that everybody gets super smashed. So let's see here. Never have I ever gotten a tattoo. I wouldn't be drinking on this one, though I love tattoo shows and I keep thinking I want to get one. I just have skin issues. My skin is not in good enough condition for that.
Well, you want to get the tuck on your arms before you get that,
I do.
right?
I want to get my arms done. I've been very vocal about that. I make whole videos and I show them off, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. But I want to get that wiggly part removed. The bingo wings got to go, right?
This wasn't a drink to say I've got a tattoo. I'm just testing it.
But once, sure. But once I get that done and it heals a little bit, I kind of want to get a tattoo of Freddie Mercury riding on top of Darth Vader, literally. I kind of want that very badly, like on the inside of my arm where I can hide it, you know. But I think that'd be kind of cool. Anyway, but don't have one yet. But no shame for people who do. I think they're really cool.
Oh, yeah, I don't have one, but you know, I've often considered getting them and just tried to decide what I would like to have.
Yeah, I try to dissuade him from that though because he's so sensitive. Like he's got super sensitive skin.
Yeah, so you know, it's something I've thought about, but haven't for several reasons.
Let's see. Never have I ever had food poisoning.
I can tell some stories.
You've had it worse than I've had it, but
loads of times.
Yeah, but that is the pathway to disgusting town. So let's just keep going. Oh, never have I ever watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
My drink stays far away from my mouth on this one.
I've seen clips just scrolling, right? But I've not actually watched a whole episode. Not really interested. Never have I ever changed a tire. I have absolutely changed a tire.
I haven't.
Credit to my mom on that one too. Like my mom was a tomboy, so she was very keen on making sure we knew how to do all that stuff. So thanks, Mom. Never have I ever used a cheesy pickup line. Don't judge.
What was yours?
Oh no, I can't actually remember what it was.
Okay.
It was just one of those things where when I was younger, like in my 20s, I would use them on men in a cheesy way, right? Like on purpose. Like it was deliberate to be goofy and funny and to get their attention. It worked, but yeah, no. I don't remember specifically when I ate them more.
I remember mine.
Oh no.
I made it up based on the cheesy pickup lines that they would have in Mystery Science Theater 3000, going back to that.
These are going to be really bad, aren't they?
Oh no, it's going to be Heather. I'm not making this up. It is such a bad cheesy pickup line. It made it into a book of cheesy pickup lines.
God.
A variation of my cheesiest pickup line made it into a book of the world's worst pickup lines.
Congratulations.
Well, I made it up as a joke, you know.
Yeah. So what was it? Should I know this?
I'm no doctor, but you could do with a healthy dose of vitamin me.
Direct injection.
Oral or injection? No. I didn't have that.
Direct injection sounds like a band name. Just saying.
Let's see some kick. Oh, really? We're all so relaxed. Good stuff.
Mission accomplished. Yes. We're terrible influences.
Somewhat where I missed something because it skipped again. I ran out of drinkies. Make more, like we did.
I'm on my, like I just started the second one. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a little ahead of me though.
Yeah.
Lush. Let's see. Never have I ever ridden a horse. I've ridden an elephant.
Oh, sweet. I love elephants.
Never have I ever worked in customer service. Oh God, I'm gonna have sclerosis of the liver or whatever it's called. What is that called? Cirrhosis. Cirrhosis of the liver. This is definitely having an effect at this point. Yes, I still work in customer service. Who are we kidding? Never have I ever played paintball.
Never done that.
Never done that. That involves pain.
It involves pain and aggression, and I'm generally not up for that if it doesn't serve a purpose.
Like I'm down with getting aggressive in in dumb places like, you know, video games, as long as you're not being abusive, you know, video games and like laser tag and stuff like that, even though I'm not a real big fan of laser tag because I'm such an easy target because I have no hand-eye coordination. But I don't like the idea of being smashed with paintballs because I would again be an easy target just because I stand out. Like I make noise when I walk and I run into things without meaning to. People notice me. I can't help it. Never have I ever been to a professional sports game. I'm not going to make this per instance at this point because yowza.
Never been to one.
I've been to lots of sport games, actually. Sports balls, plural. I like basketball games, actually. I like going to basketball games on purpose because they were engineered to be like a rock concert on steroids. It's just a lot going on. If you have a good seat, the snacks are good, and you're so close to the players. No matter where you're seated, because these arenas tend to be kind of small, you're so close and they're so tall. It's like they're larger than life. It's very cool. It's fast paced too, so it isn't boring. Baseball, I know some of you probably like baseball, but I've been to live baseball games on multiple occasions, and it's just too slow paced for me. Yeah, I'm not trying to knock it for people who like it, but it just goes on and on and on. In football, the same reason kind of loses my interest after about the second inning, but I know it's not that. After the second quarter, right? So like when it gets to halftime, I'm like, eh. But that's just me. You know, I've never really been into sports, but I have given it a good attempt to at least enjoy it as a spectator.
Yeah, it's never been my goblet of mead. Professional sports. I like participating. Like I'll have a kickabout or knock a ball around or something like that. But watching someone else play a game, it's just I have to be participating or I just get bored really quickly.
I don't know. We like watching Jeopardy.
That's not full contact sport.
You're right.
That's brain work.
That's nerd stuff.
That's nerd stuff.
That's that book learning.
Love that stuff.
Okay, I have to read this one next. Never have I ever been attacked by a giant anteater. What is wrong with you?
I figure everyone's liver could do with a break for at least one question. And if they have been attacked by a giant anteater, they need a drink because them bastards are dangerous.
Never have I ever used TikTok. Literally never watched a TikTok on TikTok, though I've seen them re-syndicated, shall we say, on like Twitter and Facebook, etc.
Well, we got to do this one because someone mentioned it just now. Never have I ever gone skydiving.
Are you trying to get Sharon?
You got to drink. You got to drink now.
Rude.
Off you go, my sweet.
Never have I ever participated in a food challenge.
I participated in one food challenge.
Shocker, you're male and you've done a competitive eating thing.
It was at a local restaurant. They were doing eat this all in a certain amount of time, and you eat for free, and you get your name on the wall. So I picked the smallest food challenge they had, said, look, I don't want to have the ghost pepper. Can I have it without the ghost pepper sauce? Yes, okay, I could have it without the ghost pepper sauce. So I ate the giant burger and all the sides, washed it down with a couple pints of Coke, and then had a slice of pie afterwards. But that's it. I haven't done any like speed eating hot dogs or anything like that. I just did eat it all in a certain amount of time, get it for free, and get your name on the wall. I've done a food challenge. I can say I've done a food challenge.
And you drank?
And I drank.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right. Never have I ever been to a Broadway or West End play. I have been to a show on the West End, but not Broadway. Though Ronnie and Nunzio keep inviting us, and we should totally
Ronnie and Nunzio are spectacular and legendary.
We love them.
Do keep inviting us to Broadway shows, yes.
We should go to one someday, for sure.
All righty, and that brings us to the end of all the ones I came up with.
Well, that was excellent. You did a good job. That was so good.
Okay, who has been attacked by an anteater? I want to
right?
know.
Exactly.
There is a story of a hunter in Argentina who cornered a giant anteater, and he was found Not in the best condition, because the thing about anteaters is they have to break open very, very solid termite mounds. So they have very, very strong arms and hands and enormous claws. And yeah, they have rhino syndrome, wherein they don't see very well, so they expect everything to be a threat and react accordingly. So they're not the best animals to be around. All righty.
I'm getting the patron roll ready.
Okay, you want to get the patron roll ready? Let me know when you're ready. Okay?
Yeah, I'll just let you kind of do your thing.
Alcohol equals fun sporting events. Well, at that point, I don't bother on the sporting events. I just focus on the alcohol.
Isn't that half of the Super Bowl, though? Really?
I don't know. I've never watched the Super Bowl.
Like, I've seen the Super Bowl many times. It's like a cultural thing. And, like, drinking is part of that equation for sure, especially like beer and stuff. Though I can't drink beer post sleeve, so let's drink for the hard stuff. Yeah, go ahead and keep going, honey. I need to find the slide.
Let's see. Nope, no food challenges, but someone dared me to eat a spoonful of Mexican hot salsa, and I did. Fair enough. Well, that counts as a food challenge. Never a food challenge. My brothers used to drink soda and do burping contests. That sounds like a very male thing.
That sounds like brothers. That sounds definitely like brothers.
Oh, both. Theater is my favorite thing. Excellent.
That would be very cool. Like, I would love to know some of the things you've seen.
Saw Cats my senior trip, as long as it wasn't the movie. Went through a serious phase and have seen Les Mis 32 times. Me no like beer. Good, more for me then.
Yeah, I can't drink it now because it makes my stomach hurt.
Alrighty. Have you got the Patreon roll?
I'm working on it still.
Okay.
I'm getting it there. Did you update it?
I updated it last time you told me to update it.
Okay, that's fair. So if anybody's not on here, hold tight. We'll get together this next week and we will make sure that we get that updated. Just before the show goes, honey.
Yes.
Do the thing.
Right up.
With the updates.
Alrighty.
All right. So yeah, you can buy wigs at hairkittikitty.com. We sell toppers there at some point too. I have toppers. They're in the warehouse. Like I said at the beginning of this particular live stream, we are working on getting that part of the site developed, and we're also working on getting those things listed. But they're going to be in a very reasonable price point on purpose, as will the Crawford that I'm currently wearing. This is actually a 100% machine-made wig, with the exception of it has a lace front. So this is a prototype. If you liked it, let me know. Let's see. We'd like to thank our Patreon subscribers.
Definitely.
We've got almost 100, which is pretty cool. Like,
yeah.
I'm still in awe of the fact that many people want to support us, and it's really awe-inspiring. So thank you guys. I want to make sure everybody's on here. So we'll get a process going where we update these more regularly. And also next week I sent Nigel a recipe for a kind of mulled dried fruit thing that we want to try. I found a drink recipe from the Ukraine that's like really warm and inviting. So we'll see what that's like and try to make it in the crock pot. So we'll let you know more about that.
All right.
But yeah. And want to give a little bit of special attention to the folks who are in the upper tiers of our Patreon.
Definitely.
And we're just CysterWigs on Patreon if you were curious about that. Is there anything you want to say before we go, honey?
Well, yes, just thanks everyone for dropping by and spending some time with us and sharing this little bit of escapism in a world gone mad. So thanks for that.
Thank you. Yes.
Thanks for your interactions. Great reading some of your comments. Again, if I missed any of your comments, I apologize for that because sometimes the scroll skips when I'm not expecting it, and
that's okay, honey. You did a great job. You did a really good job.
And I'm very trashed right now. So.
That's okay. You did a beautiful job. And I want to say thank you to everybody for hanging out with us.
Yes,
Check
indeed.
out our affiliates on the CysterWigs After Dark channel. Again, their videos and their channels are going to be right underneath mine on the channel main page for this channel in particular, which is CysterWigs After Dark.
Yeah.
And also make sure you check out Hair Kitty Kitty. We're trying to add new stuff on a fairly regular basis. At some point, we'll have everything listed. So make sure you check it regularly and really look around.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see something, go ahead and buy it. And if you see something sold out that you would like, let us know by going and filling out. There's a little form on all the pages where you can say that you would like a back in stock notice. When you sign up for that, it's meaningful because it essentially tells me and John in particular, my business partner, that there's demand for a certain product and we should really prioritize making refills of that item. So make sure you fill out that form if you get a chance. It's completely free to do so. And thank you also for hanging out with us. It's been a lot of fun. We really enjoyed it. I know we went over a little bit, but we're super happy that you stuck in there. And until next time, have a great night, everybody.
Take it easy and thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.